Hey guys, Marty Bostu with Freelance Marketing Group coming to you today to talk to you about our social media dashboard and scheduling platform. We offer a full featured platform with all of the trimmings and features you would see in Hootsuite or Sprout or some of the other platforms. It may not be quite as fancy, but you'll find that there's quite a few features and some unique options in here to allow you to post your content on autopilot. You just got to focus a little bit on some research, and you can utilize the tools built into it. So let's dive right in. You can start by going to social.fmgplan.com/sign up, and I'll show you what that looks like. You'll actually see a sign up screen where just bullets the features. Go ahead and put your email, password, and click sign up, and you can get started right away. And don't be alarmed by the trial. You don't have to provide any kind of billing information or anything like that. It is truly a free platform, a freemium, where you can use it. For the first 14 days, you can use every single feature of it. After the 14 days, you'll see some banners, some advertisements, and other things around it, and you're limited to how much you can do per day, but you can still use the entire platform every single day and use it without spending a dime. I would encourage you to use the pro version at some point if you like it, because you get unrestricted access to the amount of social accounts you can add, the visual editor, and all the other really nice features that are built into it. So let's dive right in. Let me show you what the platform looks like. I'll give you a quick overview. So this particular account is my actual account that I use within the platform. I don't have any more social posts for today, but you can see over the last 7 days, I've had 458 clicks, 168 clicks just in the last 24 hours. I use this platform exclusively for the business for posting uh, related information around the tips and tricks and articles that we do. If we have blog posts, whatever the case may be, I use this to do my research on my content and all of the scheduling and posting. So at first glance, you'll notice that there would be a scheduler here that would show you any scheduled content that you have sitting here. I have connected our primary Twitter account, company Facebook page, company LinkedIn page, and specific board on Pinterest. With the pro account, you can have as many of these as you want. You're not limited. A lot of the platforms that you pay for, like Sprout Social as an example, even in their entry or their $99 plan, you're limited to 10 social profiles. So with this pro account, you can add as many as you want, but I have it limited to just the ones that I'm interested in. So you get just a quick summary of the dashboard with some stats when you first look at it. So let's go ahead and look at some of the features. So we have a scheduler, which allows you to schedule up content. It's just what it sounds like. You can see your calendar. You can schedule all the way out. In this case, we can schedule out to mid-October. You could even bulk upload all of your content if you wanted to, if you would choose to enter it in a spreadsheet maybe or some other means and send it as a CSV file. There's also a visual composer tool, which allows you to upload images, attach uh, your images, use a library of them that you might have already put in here. You can see several of these that I've already used, and I can reuse these very easily. I could just select one of them. As a matter of fact, I tell you what, we'll talk about this very platform in some posting, and I'll give you an example of it. So I have an image that was made for free social media dashboard. So I'm going to select that image. You could just as easily upload an image clicking the plus sign. But now that I've said I want to use this image, there's a lot of pre-made templates that are built in over here, and you can just simply go pick one that you like, and it will wrap the template around your image automatically. So we'll just use the picture frame here. And I had some pre-made text from another promotion, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit this text. So you just simply click on the element, give our free social media portal a try today, risk free. And you can come over here and drag the element around, get it wherever you want it. And I'm actually going to put the link over here. Of course, it's not clickable, but it'll be present in the image when it goes to Pinterest and other networks. So I'm just going to put the sign up link so they can read it there. Okay, so I've got that ready. You can see it took me no time to get my image ready. If I wanted to work with this and align this a little better, I would say edit background image, and I'll move it up just a little bit. And now it looks a little better within that picture frame. And now if I wanted to add other text elements, I could, but in this case, I'm just going to say attach image. It's going to use this image in the social posting. I'm going to select all the accounts that I have profiles configured for. And I'm just going to put a message I want to put out here, and it's going to show me the remaining characters for each network as I type the message. Social media dashboard try is free. It is the same dashboard that our company uses daily. Now I'll go back and freeform, put some hashtags in here. I'm going to show you a really neat trick here. I might use hashtags that I've used previously. And because I've used several, I could just click the hashtag button and it'll show me all my recent. It'll show you my top 5, which is really cool. Okay. So I don't really see any in my top 5 that were relevant to this that would be a good candidate, but you could select from there and drop it right in. Website links, it just uses whatever your default link is that you've specified. But in this case, I'm actually going to put the link to sign up. You'll notice that I am actually in the negative with Twitter, so I'm going to have to shorten my message when I'm finished here. And I'm going to put this down here as well. Now you'll notice as soon as I hit the space bar, it shows a little preview thumbnail. But it's actually going to use the one that we've told it we want to include in our posting. So I got to get rid of 13 characters. So I'm going to shorten up some of these words. We're actually going to get rid of social media and just put social dashboard. And we're just going to put free, because everybody likes free. Okay, so we're going to do that. We got a couple of hashtags in here. It's ready to go. And we literally just click the post now button. And we wait for the message to be scheduled, and it'll schedule it immediately. And now I want to add some other content. I'm actually going to just do a text post real quick. I'll show you how we can load up the scheduler really fast. So I'm not going to post to Pinterest again, and I'm just going to put look for more social media marketing tips and tricks posted later today. I'm not going to put an image in it. I'm just going to say I want to post this, and notice my calendar slider comes up here. I'm just going to post it in about 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. Let's just say click confirm. You'll notice it's now in the scheduler. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the research tab. I'll show you what we can do there now that you've seen the visual composer. We're going to click on the research button, and this is probably one of the most powerful features of the whole platform. Not only can you use some of the built-in functions where you can look for keywords from Google, Facebook, YouTube videos, RSS feeds, or what's trending in different categories, so you could select business, trending, etc. You can actually save RSS feeds that are your favorites. So I actually have Google Alerts configured to pull the last 24 hours worth of content for each of these categories. So we're going to talk about social media. So when I click the social media tab, it'll go to Google and retrieve the last 24 hours worth of new content. So all you got to do to schedule this up is go take a look at it, see if it fits your posting style for the day. So let's go look and see 5 innovation ideas to boost sales. Beginner's Guide to Generating Sales Through Social Media. So you can just click on the link. It'll open in a new tab. Notice this was posted today. Neil Patel wrote it. So I'm a heavy follower of Neil's content, so we're going to use this. Let's just browse through it real quickly. Okay, some good stuff there. So Now I'm going to take that, just click the schedule button. And now I can say I want to post to Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can't schedule Pinterest, but you can schedule the other three. Now, of course, the RSS pulled in some extra characters. So we're just going to say the beginner's guide to generating sales through social media. So I'm going to throw another heavy tag in there. And it'll automatically append this with a short link. It'll actually use woo.to as the service, which is very reliable on their short links. And it'll also integrate the stats directly into the dashboard. So we don't have to do anything else with it except choose the time. So I'm going to post this about 8 o'clock tonight. Okay, just say schedule this. And we'll go ahead and load up one more just for good measure. Let's see what we got. Not a lot of interesting content there. Three things you should know. So anytime you see headlines that are real catchy ones like that, they're good to add. I would certainly say put your own content in place, but let's look at it and see how we can leverage this headline. Looks like it's just a collection of other posts. Three Pokemon Go lessons for social media marketers. That ought to be a good one since Pokemon Go is a popular item at the moment. Yep, I'll definitely throw this in there. Okay, so I'll just click schedule. And I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Here are three Pokemon Go, and I'm actually going to get rid of the accented character and use that hashtag. I'm actually going to throw marketers in there as a hashtag. And I'm going to post that about 9:15 tonight. And now I'm done. So I've scheduled some content. So if you go look at our scheduler, notice all these are lined up ready to go. And it already has the short links picked out that it's going to use. One more thing in the research tab that's really handy. These trending topics are ones that actually come from what's trending out there in Google and Facebook combined between all the different networks. If we just said trending on the feed, you get a quick glance at the trending headlines and thumbnail images right off the bat here. If any of those fit, those are great. That means they're already popular and you can throw them out there in a hurry. Okay, a couple other features built in here. Streams allows you to create a social wall, a very simple representation of what you have going on between all your networks. So you'll notice that I've chosen to show home feed within Twitter, the mentions for my company, and my company page wall feed. Notice this is our post we did a few minutes ago. This is what it looks like. Notice it has the short link out there, it has the thumbnail from our Visual Composer image that we threw out there. So let's come over here. So there's somebody that thanked me yesterday. I was at a Sloss Tech Fest event. So I'm actually going to, I already like that one apparently. Let's see. So I was watching Gary Vaynerchuk yesterday. So it was really exciting. I'm actually, this has already been retweeted, so I'm going to skip that. But any of these you could very quickly, if you see one of these terms over here that are of use, if you see a tweet out here that looks interesting, learn how to create an ecosystem and building your business. So we'll just like that. So we can just click the like button. Notice this is very similar to Hootsuite and other social dashboards. Engagement social media, that's relevant to what we're doing today, so I'm going to retweet that. Typically I take the time to read these, but just for the purpose of this example. So I liked it and retweeted it. And now if you need to get a full screen view of it, you could click there and see it. If you have multiple social accounts, you could scroll over in the wall and see everything listed there. Now we're going to go over to the stats for just a moment. It'll automatically pull in from the different networks what your statistics are. Of course, my highest traffic network is Twitter. I'm the most active on Twitter. And I can see in the last 7 days, this particular tweet was retweeted by Gary Vaynerchuk. So when I mentioned him and he retweeted it, it had a huge amount of action. So you can see the number of clicks on the hashtag and what the best time of the day was. So you're able to get those stats. You can see the different networks. You can also say, I want to see where the most popular locations are for my postings. What content generated the most traffic on each network, so you can see first, second, third, etc. And this will give you an opportunity what people were interested in. Same applies to hashtags, where you can see the relevance of all the hashtags in the percentage of popularity. So you can see that this one for Sloss Tech was the most popular, which had 161 clicks. And I can see automatically that these keywords where they were used. Facebook didn't get a whole lot of traffic. However, Twitter got a really nice amount of traffic for each one of these. And then I can see my best time to post. So you could change your time frame if you wanted to and filter. You could just look at Twitter or Facebook, whatever your choice is. But you could easily, if you wanted to connect new accounts, you could use the menu items up here. You could click your social accounts. At any time, you could go add a new one, simply connect to it, and it'll pull it right in. No need to set up any fancy API keys or anything. You just log into the account, and it'll pull it directly in. Social training. I actually have a handful of documents that are here for you in the platform. It talks about how to create Google Alerts, Pinterest user guide, how to use hashtags. So there's some really good stuff here, and we're constantly adding some new training. But all of these are available to you for you to look at online or print. At any time, you could change your settings. Okay. You could go determine what your predefined text is that you want to show up in the Visual Composer. You could choose if you want to see social training or not. If you turn this on, actually, I've turned it off, but if you were to turn this on, as you're using the different sections, you'll actually be able to see. Sorry about that. It's a cardinal sin to do text messaging or leave phones on in the background when I'm broadcasting. But if you said yes, it'll actually give you tips and tricks along the way within the interface. You can define your website, or I'm sorry, you'll see my website, but for you it would show my website. We have a support ticket system built in, so if you have any trouble with the interface, feel free to open a ticket. You can see where I did a test one, but feel free at any time to open a support ticket, and we'll get to your question as quickly as we can. If you do change your plan, you decide you want to upgrade, you can choose the monthly or the annual plan. We keep it very effective. It's quite cheap, and you'll see the invoices for the for which you've been billed already. So everything is kept together in one interface. It's very lean, simple, and to the point, and it's not meant to be anything cumbersome. It's something you could get in there and use every day. Like I said, I use it daily, and I schedule my content up for the day. I use it exclusively for how I schedule my social media posting. So anyway, this has been it's been an overview of how to use our social media platform from Freelance Marketing Group. Again, you can get to it with social.fmgplan.com/sign up. So I hope this has been informative. I look forward to having you as my guest with this platform, and I will see you at the top.